Good morning, guys. It's been a minute since I've done a Tirzepatide update, but I'm so excited to finally come and share some good news with you guys. I feel the best that I've felt in a really long time, and that's because I've officially lost 10 pounds since June 27. So it's been approximately July, August, September, October, November. It's only been 4 months. I haven't lost 10 pounds in the past like 3 to 4 years. So safe to say it's working and I'm feeling good. I am going about my journey with a lot of intention and not just to lose a bunch of weight in a fast amount of time. In fact, it's the opposite. I want to lose weight in a sustainable pace because I want to be able to keep it off, especially after I quit the medication. I'm currently on 20 units a week. However, I've been doing more 15 units a week. I just started doing the 20, literally my last shot. But even when I do the 15, I'm so hesitant. I don't even go all the way to the 15 units. I go like 12 or 13 units every Monday and Friday, or like Tuesday and Saturday. I've only been on Tirzepatide for not even like a month or so. Prior to that, I was on compounded Semagirlies, so it's really nice to just know that this compound is working for me and I made that switch. But I think the biggest thing, you guys, that I've taken away are getting my steps in. My pet peeve is I always would hear influencers say you have to get your steps in, you got to get 10K steps, but they never backed it up with like, how do you actually do that if you're not an influencer? Like, not everyone has the luxury to just have their own schedule and walk all fucking day. I have a 9 to 5, I have a kid, I have a dog, but I'm regular schmegular girl. It was just impossible to even make the time, but now created my life to revolve around walking. And especially if, depending on what climates you live in, like I live in Texas and shit, it's been so hot during the summers, so it's been almost impossible to walk. But luckily, now that it's fall, it's becoming more tolerable. But this is how I did it, y'all. So prior to moving into my new place, I lived on the 4th floor. I was faced with so much resistance to, I know it sounds like lazy, but I didn't even want to go down the elevator to like go outside to walk because it just felt like a lot. But my new place, I made sure to get a 1st floor unit. So literally by the time I get out my door, I'm already out on a sidewalk walking. It takes me less than 10 seconds to end up on this sidewalk. So you have to really set yourself up for success and make things walkable for you. I purposely chose an apartment that was walkable to my workplace, and I kid you not, y'all, I walk back and forth to my work every single day. Every single day during lunch, I have enough time to go back home if I want to. So it's like, even like yesterday, I had like a shit ass day. I had like no sleep. I walked home to take a nap, but I still walked home. And by simply just walking home to do that, it allowed me to just add those extra 1,000 steps every couple hours. I walk my dog like more frequently now, and there's less resistance because I live on the 1st floor. And even my gym, you guys, my gym, I walk to my gym. Not just my apartment gym, I walk to a gym nearby, and that alone is like a 10-minute commute there and back. So just by me not trying and going about my everyday activities, going to work, going to the gym, walking my dog, those already rack up to like 6,000 to 7,000 steps because I've made it so. Before, I was not getting those steps. I was driving to the gym, driving to work, barely walking my dog. That sounds so bad, but yeah, like he's a Shih Tzu, so he doesn't like to walk anyway. But now that I've forced myself to live this way, at least like if I don't try, I complete 7,000 steps. Another thing, I actually started using my walking pad for what it's meant for. So it's so funny, I had my walking pad like in front of my TV and I never used it. But now I actually have it on my desk, and I don't know if it's like, because even when I walk on a treadmill at the gym, I hold on to the fucking handles because I'm still a lazy bitch like that, and I don't care. But the fact that I have my desk to kind of support my upper torso while I walk, it like psychologically makes me think that the walk is easier, and I end up walking like 2,000 steps. And I made a rule for myself, I could only play Sims if I'm walking. I literally threw away my chair. That's how serious I am. So you just gotta do those little things because they really add up. And it kind of reminds me of when I lived in LA when I was around like 20, 21, 23 years old, and I was like the most lean I've ever been. It wasn't because I was like working out, it's because I didn't have a car. I didn't have a car. I walked back and forth from one side of downtown LA to the other side just to go to work in the gym, and I was easily averaging like 10 to 15K steps a day. So that's really what was missing for me, the steps. And honestly, right now, I'm intermittent fasting, but it's more so I just naturally have 2 big meals. And then if I need like a protein snack in between, I'll do that. But oh my God, you guys, I'll link this podcast below, but it's from Shetty and Mindy Peltz. And she's like the mother of, I think she wrote the book of like Fast Like a Girl or some shit like that. Things are finally clicking that just being a petite woman in America trying to lose weight, it's not easy. It's already hard to lose weight, but to lose weight in America, there's some fuckery because there will be so many things that are marketed as healthy, but they are sprayed with pesticides, chemicals, all disrupting your hormones and literally like fucking up your gut microbiome to wanting these shitty foods that are slowly killing you. So long story short with that, I am now eating more whole foods. Last night I had the juiciest ribeye with organic garlic butter and potatoes with vegan sour cream, green onions, and bacon bits. Tell me why I weighed myself today and I lost a pound. I lost a pound from eating a juicy ribeye. I find myself like leaning towards doing those things because not only are they better for me, but I love them. Like I look forward to eating a steak. So I gotta make things just easier for me that way. So I know like for a while I was like, oh my God, a ribeye is like 14 to 20 bucks, but it's worth it. Like if you have the money to go get in and out like 3 times a week, you have the money to invest in good organic food. So that is the mind shift that I'm currently experiencing. And the other thing that Mindy Peltz said, this could be in regards to anything, weight loss or training, but a lot of people when they get intimidated by the idea of like intermittent fasting, they always say like, oh, I can't do that. But if you think about it, you actually have trained your body to be the way it is. Like you've trained your body to crave sugar, to crave processed food. So you could train your body to crave whole foods and to be optimal on a 16-8 or eat it once a day diet. So that is the new choice of words that I'm using rather than like I can't do this. I'm training myself to do this. I'm training myself to love whole foods and to crave it more than eating out. So I know it's like every day I just gotta focus on one thing and figure out a way to just be 1% better than yesterday, and I'm good, because I tend to overwhelm myself when I think about the long journey ahead or like the end goal. So rather than thinking of, oh, I have like 30 pounds more to lose, I'm just thinking, oh, what can I do today to just feel better? I can get a ribeye, I could walk my dog, running, you guys. I started, not even running, but I just started playing with intermittent jogging and running. I'm not gonna be a runner, but getting my heart rate up actually gives me endorphins and I feel good, and I find that I have better sleep and I have better dreams, because whenever I don't, all that cortisol is just built up in my system and I have the most fucked up dreams. So it's like little things like that, like how can I just have better sleep and just improve? But yeah, and just like little things that I got from that podcast. I really encourage you guys to listen to that podcast, but eat when it's light, eat when it's bright outside. Don't eat once it starts getting dark, because in the evening your body starts to produce melatonin and it disrupts melatonin production. So eat when it's light and eat foods that don't have a label. So those little things just kind of stick in the back of my mind whenever I'm making choices, and they've really been adding up and compounding and just helping me lose all the weight. So I'm very excited, very happy, and I can't wait for the next update. Bye, y'all.